I'm Lucas Kihmm. This is Rambler Report Studio Edition. Social justice is an important pillar of a Jesuit education at Loyola. As the school year comes to an end, one Loyola club is already looking at next semester to make a change. With a new name and fresh ideas, LUC for Action is ready to tackle big-ticket issues. Formerly known as Globe Med, the club hosted a tote bag painting event on Tuesday. The event was to recruit new members and to celebrate LUC for Change's rebranding. Members described the club as a brave space that allows all opinions to be heard.
Those meetings have been very informative, but also has allowed me to make friends and really enjoy covering those kind of topics that I know can be really hard to talk about.
I try to establish a sense of belonging, so when people do come in, they feel like it's a place that they can discuss their ideas freely and they don't feel judged.
Beyond campus, LUC for Change partners with Centro Romero. The club helps the nonprofit's community outreach programs and fundraising. Tuesday's tote bag painting brought in more than 30 people who left with their unique bags and knowledge about the club. LUC for Change is not holding any more meetings this semester, but plans to meet bi-weekly in the fall.
What's up, guys? My name is Lucas Kihmm, and I'm going around Loyola University Chicago's campus asking students about their March Madness trivia. So let's get straight into it. What's your name and what year are you?
My name's Alex Mashke and I'm a junior.
David Dolaz, I'm a sophomore.
My name is Micah and I'm a copywriter.
Alex, I'm gonna ask you 3 questions about March Madness. Are you ready?
I think so.
All right, let's go.
All right, first question. How many teams are in the men's March Madness tournament?
Let's go 16.
I don't know, like 30, something like that? I don't know.
Oh man, well, there were 64 choices in the first one. And then there's a few teams that fight it out in the beginning, so I think it's 68.
You're correct. Nice.
Oh, nice.
Okay, what team has the most March Madness wins for men's?
I heard this recently.
Loyola University, right?
No clue.
I think Kentucky?
I don't know, Alabama?
Oh, incorrect. It's UCLA. They have 11 wins.
Oh.
You're close. You're close. And the last question is, who won last year's tournament?
I have not a clue.
Take a guess.
Is it Virginia?
The Knicks and NYC are a team, right? Is that a basketball team?
The Knicks are part of the NBA.
Oh, it's easy, Kansas.
Yeah, correct.
Hey, thanks, Lucas.
Yes, sir. That's about it for March Madness trivia. For Rambler Report, I'm Lucas Kihmm.
The luck of the Irish is here. I'm Lucas Kihmm for Rambler Report. St. Patrick's Day is upon us, and nobody knows how to do it better than Chicago. Dyeing the Chicago River green started in 1962, when sewage workers had to identify and trace illegal chemical dumping. That made people realize that dyeing the river could be a fun event for the city. The same year, they released 100 pounds of dye into the river. Nowadays, they only use 40 pounds. Every year, members of the Plumbers Union Board tug boats to release 40 pounds of dye into the river, prompting people from all over the world to flock to Chicago. Everybody in Chicago loves St. Patrick's Day, wouldn't you? You can see the river dyeing on Saturday, March 11th at 10 a.m. The best place to see it is on Upper Wacker Drive between Columbus Drive and Wabash Avenue. And other cities are green with envy over our celebration. That's all for Rambler Report. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
So I have one question for you. What is a Rambler?
Oh, that's a crazy question.
Mike's on you.
What is a rambler? I'm assuming it's a wolf.
A wolf. A rambler is a Loyola student.
A rambler is someone who is strong, who is ambitious, who is passionate, who is kind.
I would say active and a part of the community.
Good answers, but they're not 100% right. And
What's a rambler?
Why? What's a rambler?
Oh, a rambler is anybody who comes to Loyola. Do you want to know how we got the name?
please.
Well, in the olden days, as the students refer to them.
Originally, the Rambler, we were called the Ramblers because we didn't have a stadium, so we rambled from place to place to play our games.
Good job. Yeah, that's what a Rambler is. We used to ramble around the country.
That makes sense, yeah.
Woo, go Ramblers! Yeah. Woo. We had a football team?
We did, in the 1920s.
Oh, okay.
I'm Lucas Kihmm. Coming up on Rambler Report, it may be a photo finish for the Chicago mayoral race, and a 19th century love story has arrived at Loyola. The Chicago mayoral election is heating up as candidates reach the home stretch. A recent poll shows Paul Vallis is leading, followed by Brennan Johnson and Lori Lightfoot. The poll shows that only 14% of voters would re-elect Lightfoot. Vallis, the former CEO of Chicago Public Schools, lost the election in 2019 after a controversy surrounding campaign text messages. The election takes place on February 28th, but will go to a runoff in April if no candidate gets 50% of votes. Chicago's weather may be a drag, but at least we're not in Minnesota. Winter Storm Olive has dumped nearly a foot of snow on the Twin Cities over 2 days. Student Glenna Wethington's parents sent her these photos from St. Paul. They say they are running out of places to put the snow. Luckily, Chicago missed the brunt of the storm. Spring break is right around the corner and Loyola students are preparing to get out of town. Loyola's spring break is earlier than other schools and will be from March 6th through the 11th. Sophomore Darshan Shah will be spending his spring break in Israel on a campus ministry trip. He's excited to learn more about the controversial area.
Being in such a tumultuous, misunderstood place and finally getting a first-hand perspective of it.
Shah is not the only one hopping on a plane. Travel companies are preparing for a return to pre-pandemic levels of spring break travel since the dollar is strong and COVID restrictions have eased. Now all that's left is to survive the weather, study for midterms, and pack.